there is a usual question that is being asked how the responsibility of a business analyst has changed. You need to give more emphasis on outcome than output. What it means is an outcome is something that you want to produce and give it to the enterprise or to the world. And an output is just the artifacts that enables you to get those outcomes. Example of output is business requirement document, functional requirement document, the testing documents, the use cases, and the outcome is your final product. So as a business analyst, now your emphasis should be more on the outcome rather than the output. The other change that will happen is you work with the product team, or say if you are working in Scrum, you work in a Scrum team. And unlike previously, I used to work in a BA team where I just interact with business analysts. Now, the disadvantage of that is we just wanted to get through our requirement document as soon as possible in the good shape, and that's pretty much is our mindset or view. Now, when you work in a product team or in a Scrum team, you understand the viewpoint of a developer, you understand the viewpoint of a tester, you understand how the architecture is shaping up, and that's the fundamental difference. So the third point we talk about, instead of making analysis better, make product better. So which essentially means I need not have to think too much about the font size, the color of the headlines, or these various sections I used to create in my BRD documentation so much, but I need to ensure that when the final product comes into the market or goes in production, it's defect free. If you look at my personal experience, my earlier focus is more on how to make those documents look better. Can I create a visual diagram much better so that it give much more impression to wider audience, which has left behind to much simpler analysis which we can do, say, in Confluence using Jira or other agile tools which are available now in market. The next important thing that has changed is now there is no handoff, which essentially means if you look at my previous projects in Waterfall, our target is get a sign off from business, and that's pretty much about it. We give trainings or a knowledge transfer session to technical team, and we are out of the project as business analysts. So there is a process driven handoff that happens, and at later point in time, say after 3 months, they have trouble understanding, say, what I have written or how I have expressed it, or they have identified certain gap there and no more there, because there is already a handoff that is being given, which is unlike an agile practice, which essentially means if they don't understand, it's my responsibility as a business analyst to explain. And it also get away with the unnecessary KT sessions that many of you might have given, where many people only use it, say, 6 months down the line. So for example, in one of my projects, once I completed the business analysis part, I've given KT session to the testers, and these testing team need to test only after 8 months. So I'm sure all the KT sessions which I have given, they might have forgotten 80 or 90% of it. And the last part in which the responsibilities are changed is the way you capture requirements, the way you elicitate requirements. Now here, you need to collaborate with stakeholders and business on a day-to-day basis. So rather than having a dedicated 1 week business requirement workshop, we have it in chunks and pieces over a period of time. So for example, 3 hours every week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That was our target in my previous Agile. And that worked really well, because then you get an understanding, even if it is changing rapidly from the outside world, and the business are also well connected with